Next up in this tutorial, we're going to cover the print settings you should be using. Once you've got the image all set up, the next step is to look at the printer settings. Start by clicking on the File tab at the top of the screen and clicking on the Print menu option. That will bring up a gray screen like the one you see on your screen right now. In the lower left hand of this screen, you see a Setup button. You want to click on that Setup button, which will open up another print menu. This one will be white, just like the one you see on your screen. On this Printer Options, you see a Preferences button to the right. You'll click on this Preferences button to get to the True Engraver settings that we want to be able to change to cut or engrave your object. The Printing Preferences menu should look like the blue screen that you see right now. The first thing you want to click here is the Autofocus button, which is on the left-hand side of the screen. You can see the red arrow pointing to it now. This makes sure that the laser is the right distance from the object you're trying to print on. If the laser is not the right distance from the object you're trying to print on, it's very likely that the object will catch on fire and or not be printed correctly. The next thing you want to do is change the size to 18 inches by 12 inches, just like we changed the artboard to 18 inches by 12 inches. We want to let the engraver know exactly how big its own bed is. Next in the Preferences menu, we have to choose a job type. There are two main job types. The first one is called raster, and that's mainly for engraving objects. The second one is called vector, and that's mainly for cutting objects. Choose your job type, and then look over at the raster and vector settings on the right-hand side of the screen. The main settings you're concerned with here are speed and power. These settings can be found in the user manual under the 40-watt column. These numbers should be highlighted because our laser is a 40-watt laser. They are separated by material, so you want to choose the speed and power settings that correspond to the material that you're trying to either engrave or cut. Take your time, make sure you choose the right material, and if you have any questions, you should ask someone. Once you've finished with the speed and power settings, you can click OK. That will take you back to the Print Setup screen. Click Print on this white background screen, and it will open up the gray screen again. Here you do not want to press Print yet. In order to apply the settings that we just changed, you need to click Done first. So do not click Print on this screen, click Done. Once it has accepted the settings, and you've clicked Done on the main print screen, you can open up that main print screen again by going to the File menu at the top of your screen. Now you should see that the paper has been resized, and you should see your image on that piece of paper. Double check to make sure your image is in the right place, then you can click Print. This will not start the printer moving. It will only send the file to the printer.